Scriptum is a tactical first-person shooter set during the height of the Second World War. Much like live combat, the game demands competence and communication to survive and thrive. If you are looking to learn the basics or sharpen your skills, you have come to the right place. This is part 5 of a multi-part tutorial series covering every class in the game. Welcome to A Moron's Guide.
Congratulations on your promotion, Staff Sergeant. As you well know, the Army is always looking for bright young men to lead its squads. We're looking forward to seeing you in action. The men are already awaiting you on the field. Good luck, Staff Sergeant. Your country is counting on you.
Sorry, I need to get that checked out. It's time to discuss one of the most important classes in the game, the Squad Leader. As Squad Leader, or SL, you will command a squad of up to 8 players while coordinating with other squad leaders. Armed with a rifle or submachine gun, the squad leader carries immense power on the battlefield, both in terms of firepower and utility. In this video, we will review the equipment, responsibilities, and some tips and tricks to playing the section leader in Postscriptum. Let's first review the equipment you have at your disposal and how it is best implemented. Both Allied and German squad leaders are equipped with essentially the same loadout, which are a rifle or submachine gun with 4 to 8 magazines in reserve. SLs get some of the best weapons in the game. Don't waste that extra firepower by staying in the back. A pistol sidearm for emergency situations or executing deserters. A knife to quietly impale your foes. 2 fragmentation grenades, explosive airmail, and effective crowd control. As well as 2 white smoke grenades, deployable smoke to block the enemy's line of sight. American squad leaders are also supplied with 2 additional red smoke grenades for marking special positions. 3 field dressings for healing up to 75% of your health or patching up an injured teammate. And 1 morphine syringe for reviving squad mates or resurrecting your medic after he ran out into the open without regard for loss of life or revealing your position. A set of binoculars, a magnification tool to see armor or troop movements in the distance, and a canteen with 7 sips to recharge your stamina. After all, a dehydrated squad leader is useless on the field. Each faction arms their SL with different primary and secondary weapons. The British SL enters the battlefield with the Lee Enfield bolt-action rifle, or the Sten submachine gun, as well as the Enfield 2 pistol sidearm on his hip. The French squad leader fails to hold the Maginot line with the Moss 36 bolt-action rifle, or the Moss 38 machine pistol, and could switch to the Moss Model 1873 pistol sidearm as his secondary. The American SL heads to war with the M1 Garand semi-automatic rifle, or the M1A1 Thompson submachine gun. They also run into the fighting with the iconic M1911 pistol sidearm on their hip. And the German squad leader blitzes across Europe with the Kar98K bolt-action rifle, the MP40 submachine gun with at least 2 squad members, or the STG-44 assault rifle with at least 3 squad members. On French maps, German SLs are given the MP34 submachine gun instead of the MP40 or STG-44. The German SL also uses the Luger pistol, or the Mauser C96 pistol sidearm on their hip. As stated in the previous tutorials, each of these weapons have their pros and cons, and take some time to get accustomed to. If you want extra practice with these weapons, Be sure to try out the training mode, where you can test out all the firearms, vehicles, and mechanics of the game. Now that we've reviewed their equipment, it's time to discuss the roles and responsibilities of the squad leader. The squad leader is responsible for the effectiveness of his squad. If the squad fails, the squad leader has failed. Therefore, each SL must master a combination of skills to ensure victory for his team. These skills include communication, marking targets, and keeping the rally up. Additionally, effective squad leaders are players with hours of experience in the game and with other classes. Be sure to use other infantry classes to understand their basics before jumping in to the responsibilities of the squad leader. If you know how to squad lead, consider stepping up into the role instead of promoting another for the good of the team. You never know when you may find yourself in the shoes of the squad leader. Arguably, the most important part of leading a squad comes down to the way you communicate with others. This begins at the very start of the game, during squad creation.
Hey, what's going on, squad? We're going to spawn in on the hard spawn on factory and run directly to the factory and start defending it.
Roger. Understood.
Utilize local and squad chat to maneuver your squad, call out targets, and keep everyone on the same page. Whether attacking or defending, use these voice channels to give direction to your squad.
German infantry on the building and the sword marker. Let's push them and eliminate them.
Alternatively, SLs have access to a third voice channel called Command Chat. This channel connects you to the leader of every other infantry squad, as well as the leaders of the logistics and armor squads. It also gives you a direct line of communication to the platoon commander, a role that will be covered in a later video. Use Command Chat to alert other squads to emerging threats on the battlefield.
Be advised, enemy armor has been spotted in the south.
To directly contact another squad lead, you can use the number pad keys corresponding to their squad number.
Should we go for point?
Yeah, we're moving towards point right now.
To effectively lead your squad to victory, everyone must be able to spawn. SLs can place a squad rally anywhere outside of the objective, as long as he has a radio man or two squad mates within 8 meters.
Radio man, follow me. We're going to start a rally.
To do this, hold T and click on Place Rally. Once placed, the rally will remain active unless it expires or gets destroyed. A rally may turn red, indicating an opponent is nearby. Spawns will be limited until it is cleared. Nothing halts the momentum of an attack like losing your rally. Communicate your intentions with your radio man, whether it be to keep the rally refreshed or leave it be so that you can set another rally location.
Radio man, I just refreshed the rally. Can you try to keep that refreshed in the future?
Alternatively, SLs have the ability to refresh a rally while standing within 8 meters of it by holding T and clicking Refresh Rally. The placement of the squad's rally depends on the preferences of the squad leader. Some squad leaders swear by dropping safety rallies. This means dropping a rally along the way to the outskirts of an objective. This enables members of the squad to spawn somewhere near the front as the rest relocate. Many SLs struggle to find hiding places for their rallies. A good rule of thumb for preventing quick detection is dropping it in uncommon areas. At the top of buildings, fully inside of shrubbery, or some distance behind the line, are all better places than on the bottom floor of a building or out in a field. Another tip to avoid detection is placing the rally further back, especially when you're behind enemy lines. The squad may have to burn more canteen sips, but it should preserve the rally's hiding spot. Along with communication, squad leaders have a visual tool for locating enemy troops. Holding T brings up a wheel that will drop an icon on your target. Use this to quickly mark infantry, armor, or major pushes by the enemy. Many SLs utilize the green markers on this wheel. These marks are exclusively for your squad. Among other things, sword markers are commonly for suppression targets or enemy in the open. Defend markers indicate locations to protect. Shovel markers show items that need to be built with entrenching tools, and move fast markers indicate where you want your squad to regroup. Use these markers often to keep your squad moving and on task.
Drivers, bring us to the area of the move fast marker. We're going to set a rally there.
Copy.
In combat, squad leaders can also act as urban planners. While holding T, the SL also has access to a building window. They can place down, among other things, ammo crates, machine guns, vehicle repair stations, and bunkers. Be sure to have your squad members with entrenching tools build these items. To learn more about building emplacements, check out our logistics guide when it has been released. Those were the basic responsibilities of the squad leader. Let's look at some tips and tricks that will enhance your experience in Postscriptum. As a general rule, squad leaders should instruct their radio men to stay nearby them. Being able to drop a rally without calling for the radio man will make your life as an SL infinitely better. Should the rally go down without your trusty radio man by your side, call the nearest two teammates over to drop a rally. It is worth noting that SLs can use the radio man from another squad. They can also place a rally using the radio present in a friendly squad's rally. This move is best used as a last resort though, due to the high risk of accidentally revealing that squad's spawn point. The greatest tools in a squad leader's arsenal are their map and compass, as well as their binoculars. Spotting, marking, and communicating a large enemy presence is far superior than running and gunning your way into swarms of enemy soldiers. For quick marking, you can set your most common markers as hotkeys in the options menu. Efficient SLs will locate high ground to spot from, giving your squad targets to engage.
Well, we got a lot of enemies coming on the infantry marker. I need some shots at the attack marker.
Building rooftops are accessible by vaulting over crates, barrels, and vehicles. Make sure to change up your spotting nests. Nothing feels worse as a rifleman than seeing your squad leader keep getting cut down in the same spot. Speaking of dying over and over in the same spot, squad leaders should be aware of the resources spent on a specific action. The default for many SLs is to push the flank of an objective incessantly, despite heavy losses or time spent. A good leader will take what they are given and turn it into something workable. A standstill flank may be abandoned to change the direction of an attack. In the end, no one tactic is foolproof, and trial and error is the greatest teacher. Don't be afraid to change things up.
Actually, change the plans. Spawn on the northwestern MSP. We're going to move up to where I'm about to place the move fast marker.
Another suggestion would be to turn your specialized classes, like Marksman or AT, loose upon the battlefield, to hunt down their targets. Squad leaders should take command of the squad's remaining members and lead them through the hedgerows or cities together, utilizing move fast markers and dropping rallies. At the end of the day, Postscriptum is a game. The roles you inhabit are only temporary, and even the best teams have bad games. As SL, you will greatly impact the morale of the squad. Constantly dressing down or complaining about squad members or teammates will not only hurt the team's chances of winning, but hurt your chances of keeping a full squad together. Many players will simply not listen to or even leave the squad of an unhinged SL. To promote communication and teamwork, lead by example and be patient with newer players. Be clear with your instructions and don't tolerate toxic squad mates. Each squad has a kick function, useful for booting unresponsive or actively hostile members of your squad. By supplying your team with accurate markers and encouraging them to stay engaged, players will hopefully enjoy your leadership and obey your commands.
Push in, let's go.
Now that we've covered the equipment, responsibilities, and some tips and tricks for the squad leader, it's time to wrap up with some final thoughts. With 10 different infantry classes to choose from, many players can be overwhelmed with roles and responsibilities in Postscriptum. But if you're looking to learn the basics or sharpen your skills with another class, be sure to check out the other parts in our multi-part Postscriptum guide. If you'd like to join us for a game sometime, you can find the link to our Discord server in the description below. On behalf of myself and all of the people involved in this video from the Moran Militia, we thank you for watching and hope to see you again sometime soon. And remember to always drink from your canteen.